Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live show, Tipsy Tuesday. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I am unmuted. My fault. But thank you all for being here. Welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. Mr. HP is running the show. Say hi, and say hi to all your friends wherever you're watching us.
Hi, friends. How are you?
YouTube or Facebook. Make sure you say hi in the comments. And stick around till the end of the show. We have a giveaway at the end. We ask you a question that you can answer to be entered into the giveaway. But if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. Or if you're on Facebook, hit that like button to our page and sign up for notifications. Then you'll never miss a show. We have lots going on today. Big show today. It's been a lot of big shows, hasn't it? On today's show, we have a special guest joining us to talk about ruler work on a domestic sewing machine. I have got block number 5 in our Stripologized block of the month as my tip of the day. We are opening up registrations for our special event at our FanFest in September, so that's exciting. And of course, a little bit of fabric to show you guys. So, welcome everybody. Settle in for a good show. All right, let's start off by announcing our winner from last week. I asked you, the giveaway question was, do you collect strips? And if you do, what size? And our winner, sir.
Drum roll, please.
Who is it? Veronica Worth. Congratulations, Veronica. She says, most of my strips are leftover binding at 2.5 inches, although I do have some 2-inch, 1.5 inch, and 1 inch. I've been collecting for 6 years. Yep, it's time to start using them. I agree. Good one. So Veronica, just send an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com and we'll get you set up and send you your gift card right away. And thank you for watching our show. On our set today, the quilts behind us, I have my Dina quilt behind me. We did a quilt along earlier this year. And then Mr. HP, what's behind you?
Strips and salsa, I do believe.
Strips and salsa that I just finished, ready for winter. I love it. It's in the winterly fabrics. We just got them in the house last week, so I know they are flying out because the colors are great. The second quilt I made from that one single bundle. Now, it's been a great, busy week here. I hope you all had a really great weekend. Got Mother's Day weekend. Those of you that celebrated Mother's Day. Kobe took me out for breakfast to a really nice place in Gulfport called Stella's.
Kobe's so nice.
It was very nice. He was so nice, and he let you come along, and Svana.
Yeah, came along.
Came along. It was very delicious, and then I kind of got to spend the day how I wanted to. Guess what I did? I did some sewing. Yes, so it was great. So I've been working on a lot of secret things. I'm working on a book that's coming out this summer. I probably mentioned it before. And the reason Dina's behind me is because that's one of the quilts that's going to be in that book. You'll hear more about it. You'll be the first to hear, so don't worry. We are getting ready to go back to Minnesota for the summer next week, but this coming Sunday, we are celebrating our girl. Svana is graduating officially on Sunday, so we have Gisli coming into town and joining us for the weekend. So celebrating her this weekend, and then we're getting our last little bit of filming and my designing done. It's so nice to have that in my bubble. So I'm getting ready to leave my little bubble. So lots to do, lots to do. Yeah. But our tip of the day today, of course, is our Stripologized block of the month. This is where I take traditional quilt blocks, stripologize them using the Master Your Stripology ruler book, along with Stripology rulers, of course. So making things, working smarter, not harder, making it easy and accurate. So this is, of course, just a tool for you to take anything, any block, and learn how to break it down using the Stripology techniques, and you can make pretty much anything. So let's take a look at block 5. Welcome to the Stripologized block of the month, where we take a traditionally piece quilt block, stripologize it using our Stripology rulers and the Master Your Stripology Rulers book. This is block 5. So to get the information on this block, make sure you download the worksheet. It's free to find on our website. So this particular block looks really fun, but it's very simple to do and simple to break down. So the first thing we do is looking at the block. So it is in 4 pieces. So a typical 4-patch block. Each 4-patch is constructed with 2 flying geese. So we have 4 flying geese of the same color, creating the pinwheel in the middle, and then a second color, creating the outside. Now, first off, let's take a look in our book, depending on what ruler you are going to be working with, and find our flying geese units. So these flying geese are 3 by 6 inches finished. So as we go into our chart, that is for a 12-inch block. Both of them are the same size, 3 by 6 for 12, 2 1/4 by 4 1/2 for a 9-inch block, 1 1/2 by 3 inches for a 6-inch block. So very simple, because our G-Easy flying geese of making flying geese, we make 4 at a time. So our squares that we cut for the background, I use the same background for all of the flying geese. So we need our background to be cut at 9 inches. So I have 2 squares for 9 inches. And then my 2 colors for the actual part of the flying geese, which is our fabric B, or smaller, we need a 7 1/2 inch square. So I have my 2 squares ready to make my second version of the 12-inch block. So like I said, a simple way to make this one, since these are the only units we have, we make 4 of each size using the charts either on page 19. If you're making a 9-inch block, make sure to flip to page 22, because you will need to use the Stripology Quarters Mini. Now, as I have my 4 flying geese units from each color, I'm going to start by assembling each part of the 4-patch. So the one color with the second color, I decided to press these seams open to lessen the bulk. So between the blocks is open. And then as I arranged the 4 pieces, I pressed towards the right on the top, towards the left on the bottom, and then I sewed it together, and I decided to spin the seams in the center, making a nice flat center. So there it is, block number 5. Simple, more practice on those flying geese. And you can use the G-Easy flying geese method, of course, makes it so easy. And once you do a few, it becomes second nature, and it goes so fast. Don't you agree, those of you that are working on your temperature quilt? Yes, I haven't made much progress on my temperature quilt. I have the first 3 months done on both. I haven't gotten into April yet, so I've got some catching up to do for sure. But thank you for all your comments. If you have any questions on the block, let me know. Somebody asked, how many blocks will there be? Well, we started in January. We're doing 1 block a month throughout the year, so 12 blocks total, 1 a month. And we're trying to come out with them about the second Tuesday of the month, second Tipsy Tuesday of the month. Sometimes we have to switch it if we have something going on, but for the most part, that's how we will be doing it. So if you don't have any questions, I wanted to also mention, since we're talking about a block of the month, London Calling next block goes live tomorrow morning. So exciting. We are heading into part 8. So last month marked halfway, because we will finish and reveal will be in November. So we'll have a big reveal party, of course. But I hope those of you that are doing London Calling with me are enjoying it and are excited for this next part, number 8, coming out tomorrow. All right. Barb agrees with me. The flying geese method goes fast once you get used to the method. It sure does. And Melanie says, I love the easy way of flying geese. I'm caught up to yesterday's temperatures. A video of the flying geese. So if you have the book, there is, of course, a video for both the technique. You just scan the QR code that's on the page for the technique, and then for each ruler, there's a separate video for trimming, depending on what ruler you're using. So I love both, as of course you can see, I'm making 2 of each, 2 kind of colorways. One is a little wild and one is more traditional. So I love this. So we will have some layout options and fun stuff at the end of the year for you. But these can be used any which way, of course. And of course the 3 sizes. Some of you, I'm making the 12-inch, but you can make smaller sizes, of course. All right, I think we're ready to connect with our special guest. So if you watched our show last week, my friend Nina Klotfelder, our expert domestic quilting queen, is here. And she has not just taught classes on free motion quilting, but also doing ruler work on a domestic machine. Welcome, Nina. How are you?
Hey, thank you for having me.
I love that
Good,
Katrina
how are
quilt
you?
behind you, by the way.
Yes.
Is that in the pile of
wrong
to be
way?
quilted?
It needs to be quilted. This is for my grandson. Notice all the construction?
It's so fun. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. That's great. So we're going to talk about quilting with rulers on a domestic sewing machine. Now, I have to say, I have never done this. I've seen it done, and it looks really easy, kind of. But I've never tried it myself. So I even have questions. I know some things you have to do, and I've been wanting to try this. But I'm excited for all of you that are watching to see how this works a little bit. Nina has designed 2 rulers. But before that, if you have any questions you want to bring up to Nina while she's here, make sure you post them in the comment. So first off,
Please. Yeah.
First off, quilting with rulers. You can't just use your regular free motion foot, right, on your machine. You have to get a ruler foot.
You have to have a ruler foot. And here's the description of the ruler foot. It has a wall. It's circular. It has a wall that is 1/4 inch tall. And that's what your ruler runs against. The other thing you need to know is that it is a 1/2 inch in diameter. That circle is a 1/2 inch. Your needle needs to be in the center of that hole. This is why I recommend that you only buy the ruler foot from your brand machine. The generics, they say it's for your baby lock or for your whichever brand machine you have. But when you put it on your machine, that needle is not always exactly in the center. And the point of it being in the center is that you need an even space no matter where you have that ruler against your foot. So that's why that's
exactly it.
important.
Mr.
So
HP, could you put the photo of these ruler feet? Because a visual.
Now,
so most machines don't come with this. This is a very specialty foot, and it's kind of recent that this became a thing.
It is. It started only as a generic being available, and then different brands of machines started developing their own feet, and they are still being developed and tweaked and made better. The picture on the top, the foot on the top, that's a generic one, and you can see the range of
Yeah.
how it can adjust to your foot. It can only adjust up, to your machine. It can only adjust up or down. It cannot adjust forward and backwards.
Got
So
it.
that's where you get the glitch of the needle not fitting. But these are all different feet. I will tell you, you're a baby lock dealer, right?
Yes.
So I will tell you the one thing I've run into a couple of times in class is the baby lock. They have 3 different feet available. They have a low shank and they have a high shank. And they both kind of look like the foot that's in the middle. It's a straight foot. It's not adjustable. And that's the foot that works the best on the baby lock. On
Okay.
some of the baby locks, there's some kind of a little ankle that they're selling. And then you put a ruler foot on that. And for some reason, the high-end machines that I've had in class, it makes it too tight and the quilt sandwich won't move. So that has to be for a
got it.
specific baby lock. I don't know the
Okay.
answer to that. Maybe you
Yeah.
can look into that. But
Yeah, best way is to go to your dealer. I'm gonna be
go
getting
to your dealer.
ruler feet for all of our courses that we have in the classroom. So that's very exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, second thing after your foot, I know this because I've heard horror stories. You cannot use your regular quilting rulers. Like, don't use your cutting
No.
rulers for quilting.
Yeah. Don't use your cutting rulers. Your ruler has to be either 1/4 of an inch thick, and that is if you have a high shank foot. And if you have a low shank foot, you need the ruler that is 3/16 of an inch thick. The 1/8 inch thick that our regular cutting rulers are is not acceptable. It will not work. Your foot usually goes up and down a little bit, just as though it's sewing. Your foot moves up and down a little bit. The mechanisms do.
Yeah.
So on some machines, the ruler foot can move up and down just a little bit. Even if it doesn't, even if your foot is stationary and you have that 1/8 inch thick ruler, what happens is it can slip and slide. It can just slide right underneath your ruler foot. No, you don't
Yeah.
only break you break your ruler, you break your needle, and now your machine is most likely out of timing. So you've created a situation where it has to go into the shop. If just use the thicker rulers.
Yeah. And even if you just want to do straight lines. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Now,
don't.
Other than that, I know you use just your machine quilting gloves, like we talked about last episode. I love my machine girls, and I know that's the brand you use as well. And
Yeah,
we carry,
those are the ones I love.
and
Yep,
everything
good.
else pretty much is the same as free motion quilting. So you need to drop your feed dogs. You are moving both the quilt and
the ruler.
and holding the ruler. So that's the tricky part that's been intimidating to me, is holding both the ruler and moving your quilt, because I've seen a lot of ruler work done on a long arm. So that's easy because you can move your long arm with one hand and have your ruler in the other, but you have to actually
Right.
do both.
You have to do both of them.
Yeah.
In class, well, that's what we work on all morning long, is understanding how to keep the ruler still and straight while you're holding onto the ruler and moving the fabric.
Yeah.
Ruler work it's still in the free motion quilting family, but it's a whole different ball game. So
Different skill.
you're always stitching 1/4 of an inch away. So we work on that mentality a lot in class. But there's so much you can do with rulers.
Yeah.
And it gives you the ability to break up a space, divide it up, so that then you're only free motion quilting inside smaller sections instead of all of this section,
Yeah.
this background that you've left to do free motion quilting in. Because we look at that and we go,
And speaking
what
of
do I do
doing,
now?
Yeah, speaking of doing so many different things, your key ruler, you call this the key ruler. It looks like a key. It's so cool.
It looks like
I
a
mean,
key.
when I saw this for the first time, I was like wanting to try it right away because there's so many things on there. You have
Yeah.
the half circle on the top on that right side, but on the
Yep.
bottom you have like a boomerang shape,
Right.
and then you have a straight
Yep.
edge inside there,
Yeah.
and then all those little valleys and hills, and oh, this looks like so much fun.
Well, I developed this ruler so that as a beginning ruler work person taking a class, a lot of the times you're required to purchase a certain package of rulers. Well, that can cost you $150 to $250.
Because they are more
And
expensive
you
because
don't
they're so thick and specialized.
and right, and you're trying something new, so you don't even know if you're going to like it.
Yeah.
So I tried to make it affordable for people, and this just has a bunch of shapes on it. We use all of them in class, and it's really done a great job. I still use this ruler. I have not found the end of the possibilities to this
Oh, I
ruler.
bet.
There's so much you can do.
Can you put up her sample? I mean, we're going to skip over this other ruler real quick. Just the one, yeah, that one. So this sample, you used just this ruler, right?
Entirely that ruler.
That's so
entirely
cool.
that ruler. The background, the free motion quilting, which is the background, that's all free motion quilting. But everything that's in the reddish pink, the
spaces.
bold colors, that's all that ruler. Even the cross hatching on the inside of that center block is done with that ruler.
Yeah, that's so cool. And I
Yeah,
love just a simple, here's like some border work that you did with that boomerang shape. That's so cool.
Yep.
That's really unique
Yep.
and hard to do free motion, but that'd be really great. Now, your other ruler is a feather ruler. And so I know that feathers are intimidating and hard, but I shouldn't say mastered them, but I've done them free motion, and it's all practice. It's all practice, but this seems like a really great way, for those that are just wanting to get it looking really good from the get-go.
And really fast.
And really
Yeah.
fast. Oh, you're right. That probably is speedier.
Not everybody wants to, not everybody has the time to, and not everybody has the desire to put all the time in to practice and get those feathers right. This is
Yeah.
a quicker way to learn or to get feathers. This is all just making them pretty much the same size, using the same plume on that ruler. But usually that's not what I do.
Yeah. Let's look at
I
some of your
like
other
the
samples. They're so good. I mean,
Right.
you
I
can
like the different
bend it
ones,
in
like this
any
that
way.
dance,
Yeah.
all the different plumes. Now, the cool thing about that ruler is that the echo part has also been done with the ruler. And you can do either the plumes that have the spacing between them, or you can do bump back feathers. You can also do the vein, like the center sample. You can do the vein that's inside the feathers as well with the ruler.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all with the ruler.
Yeah. That's
So
great.
this is a quilt I'm finishing up, and it's my feather ruler sample.
Oh,
It's got all
nice.
kinds of feathers on it.
Oh, that's awesome. Just playing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, I love that. So let's see if we have any questions. A lot of folks would love to test this out and try it. A lot of them have tried it and love it. So some say I need to get back to it and practice. That's the thing with both free motion and I'm sure ruler work. You just gotta
Yes.
keep at it.
It's a different mentality. You're always stitching a quarter of an inch away, and it does take a little bit of practice. The most important thing when you're learning free motion or ruler work or any other technique, you have to give yourself permission to not be perfect the first go around.
Yeah.
You have to give yourself permission to practice to get there.
Yes.
It's important.
I have, Nina has some videos on YouTube, and we took one and condensed it down a little bit. So let's play a little portion of, and that's when you're using that feather ruler, because that was a little baffling to me how to use that. That really was great.
I don't have free videos on the key because people pay for class.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's right. But
So-
let's see. Let's check out this quick video.
We are making feathers. We are using Nina's Feathers ruler. This is new to me. It's new on the market. I just got it. We are going to make feathers easy. So we've already made the stem, and now we're going to use the plumes that are designed on the ruler. So remember from the first video, this line right here on each one of these sections needs to be lined up with the stem. So right here, that very first section, this is a curved stem, so just this first section is intersecting with it. So let's make our first plume. I usually make the first one this little one. So you can see I met back at the stem without falling off the ruler. Now I can go and I can make these as big as I want or work my way up. So I'm going to take a step forward, a stitch forward, and I am going to line this up with the stem, and this bottom part of the feather is on the ruler. Look at these beautiful curve feathers going around that curve. Small, next, bigger, next, bigger, next, bigger. These are both the same. And then this is the bigger one, the biggest one. So there's 5 different shapes on the ruler. And you can just have fun mixing and matching. Let's see what happens when we put a smaller one next. It just creates a beautiful feather dance as you swap them around.
Great. That was just a little tidbit, but that's a longer video. But we're so excited. We have the ruler, your rulers in the store, and we should just really open it up. Nina is coming to GE, the GE classroom for FanFest. Yay!
Yay! I'm so excited.
Officially today, we are going to be talking about all of our FanFest events. And so Nina's going to be teaching, though the big tent sale is on Saturday, September 14th, but days before we start having fun. So Wednesday, September 11th is a full day class beginning free motion quilting. And on Thursday, September 12th, is beginning ruler work. Full day classes in the GE classroom, and you are able to sign up now. Now, I wanted to say that if you are signing up for class for the ruler work, the key ruler is included. So we included the kit fee, which includes the ruler and some of the other little tools and things. You still will need to bring some of your, batting sandwiches, which is perfect to use up some scraps. But we'll be sending you all that information. There's very few spots, and we have, of course, the chorus sewing machines. We have 7 spots open for machines, and then 6 if you want to bring your own machine. You can choose either one. Make sure you choose that in the different variants before you hit that purchase button. So those are
That's
up.
great that you have machines for everybody to use.
I know, it's really great. And we got the big table, so it's going to be really great to use. We just have a fewer people in this class because we knew we need a little more room. So we're excited. And then Nina's going to stay until Saturday, which is the big tent sale day. She'll be doing demos in our classroom, answering all your questions on free motion, ruler work. She'll be showing you some demos and stuff. The rulers are on our website right now, so you can purchase them. They're on pre-order, so we wanted to just open it up for those that wanted to try it. But we're so excited to have you come to FanFest. So
I'm
I know
excited.
these classes are going to sell out fast. I just know it. So we might have to figure something out. But that's the class sample. Well, you start in the center. Can you do the one that's just the center?
Right. Can you back up? Back up one more.
Up. Back up. Yeah, this
One
is the
more.
first one. Yeah, do that one.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
There's one that doesn't have any stitching. That's just the block that they make.
Yes.
So what you do is you in class
Is that
will
number
learn all
64?
about the ruler, how to think with a ruler, how to work with a ruler, and then in the second part of the class you learn how to put these different shapes. There it is. That's what you make.
Mm-hmm.
You put these different shapes together. You learn how to mix and match the different shapes, how to figure out the math part of it, which is super easy. It's elementary math. But
Then
now,
you can play with some more stuff around it. I see this
Absolutely.
is where you put some feathery motion
Free
around it.
motion.
That's really cool. I love the shape
I
in
love
the middle
feathers.
of the box. That's a really cool texture.
right.
Yeah, so that's the
and that's-
samples for the ruler class. And then you'll be working on all kinds of fun stuff with the free motion class.
Beginning free motion
yeah.
quilting, you actually make this sample, and I like them to make this sampler so that they have an idea of all these different designs that they can work on. It's not
Yeah.
just we're not just working on one design. There's like 16 designs in this thing that you learn, and we talk about where they're applicable. Yeah, I can say that word, applicable. There we go.
Yeah.
And then there's just a little introduction to grid work and how grid work works and how it makes you as the quilter look good. So there's a lot of information in the beginning free
classes.
motion quilting class, and you can
And I
use it
can
as a
tell you guys,
refresher.
She's a great instructor. Just trust me on that. Now, I've got some questions.
Yes.
The rulers, so on our website, there's two variants for each ruler. There's the high shank and the low shank. Remember the difference? One is a 1/4 inch thick, the other one's 3/16. Somebody
16ths.
asked, can we use these rulers on a long arm?
Yes.
The long arm's high
The
shank?
long arm, a long arm and a sit down long arm are a high shank, and they are the 1/4 inch tall ruler.
Yeah.
That's the high shank ruler. Absolutely.
Perfect. Do you see any other questions?
Somebody asked how long the ruler was earlier. He
how
he
long
put up
it
that
was?
question on there. And it's about 22 inches.
It's a big one.
I think the feather one is 23, 22 and a half. They're both about the same length.
Yeah. So,
So-
Nina does offer online classes, so you can sign up on her website,
do.
ninaquilts.com. And yeah, so the
I do.
rulers are on the website and the classes are on the website. But I've got more
And
events to show you. What else we're going to
Yes,
have going on these past few days before our tent sale day. First up, I know this one is going to sell out really, really fast. Do you want to talk about this?
We'll talk about it.
So, okay, you can sign up to go tour Paisley Park, which is, of course, Princess Museum, and Mr. HP will be your personal tour guide. He will, of course, be sharing his 30-plus years history with this dude, and especially, like, you started work on this museum with him when he was alive, so that's what's really exciting. Yeah. So let's put these up. I found these photos.
I see.
Yeah, I found these photos. There he is with hair everywhere.
Oh, I could tell some really good, fun stories.
So there will be some stories on that tour.
Yeah.
So the tour will be on Thursday, which after Nina's class, Thursday at 4 p.m., September 12th.
Yes.
And very few spots available, just telling you. These are also on the website. You can purchase these tickets there. And then Friday night, we are going to host an evening event together at the Chanhassen Dinner Theaters, which is just about a couple of miles from GE headquarters. And so we will have I'm going to do a little talk, share some quilts, some trunk show of some quilts that you might not have seen before, some quilts that don't always come out of the archives. And we'll have a silent auction. They have, of course, a full bar and a restaurant, so we can just enjoy hanging out together, lecture and a meet and greet. This is Friday, September 13th, and I believe it starts at 6 or something. Well, it's all in the description on the website. Yeah. But wait, there's one more thing, and that is our VIP package. Those of you that participated last year maybe remember this. So included in our VIP package this year is, of course, a little swag bag with some exclusive merch and goodies. You will have the first access into the tent, into the discount tent on Saturday morning. But then that includes the evening with me and Mr. HP on Friday night. And then on Friday during the day, we're going to have make and take sessions for the VIPs. You'll have a little exclusive kit in your swag bag that we're going to make. And so when you book your VIP package, make sure you choose either Friday morning session or afternoon session. You can come anytime in that time slot, but you would just have to make sure you book the right one when you purchase that one. So we're very excited about everything going on. And like I said, Nina will be there participating in all of it, of course. So any questions on any of this stuff? These events are now available up on our website, so you can register, pay your ticket, and lock that in if you know you're coming to tent sale. Tent sale, of course, is on that Saturday from 10 to 2.
Someone said, where on the website?
Where on the website? Oh, I'm the worst one to ask me that on live. There should be a link, FanFest link somewhere or a banner. So you can also go to the search bar and type in FanFest, and this is going to come up. There is a special part of our website if you're looking for the classes. We have classes, GE Classroom classes on our website, so you can find that easily. But we are already gearing up for this. What I wanted to just mention on the Saturday, this is a big event, 10 to 2. We have great discounts in the tents on some products. We're going to have lots of little booths. We're going to have some sit down and make and takes that you can actually participate and learn a skill. I'm going to have a trunk show on the stage. There'll be giveaways, a raffle quilt, donations to great charities. There's going to be so much going on. So much going on. Yes. Yeah, we are very, very excited for it. And food trucks. Food trucks, yes.
Gotta have food trucks.
I know. Our favorite last year was the stop, drop, and roll, the egg rolls. Oh my gosh, they were so good.
Delicious.
They had a breakfast egg roll. It was excellent. Yeah,
Sounds delicious.
Stuff. He's coming back. All right. So that's it. Any other questions you see for either Nina or me or FanFest? Let me see. I lost it here.
Nina's website.
Oh, Nina's website. Can you pop that up? NinaQuilts.com.
NinaQuilts.com.
And I said a lot of you say, I wish I lived closer. I know a lot of you wanted that information. We have a whole flyer that we'll have on our website with things to do in the area, hotels, restaurants, other things to do. Like if you have a significant other that wants to come with you and does not want to hang out at the tent sale, we have things for them to do. So make sure you check that out. So what's the Sheila's asking what's the difference between the classes. There's 2 different prices. Mainly it's because the ruler class includes the ruler. So there's kit fees included in both of the classes. And it's a little bit more expensive, obviously, in the ruler class because it includes the key ruler. So you don't have to purchase it. And we will email you all the information on what else you need to bring, all in good time. All right. So those of you coming from out of town, across the country, we are so excited. And so make sure you sign up for these events soon. Because we know we're going to fly.
Sign up.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Nina. This was really enlightening. And I'm going to get myself first a ruler foot so I can start playing.
Well, thank you for having me. It's,
Yes.
you know, don't hesitate to ask me any questions. I will help you along the way.
I love it. Thank you so much. We will
Thank
see
you.
you later very
Big round
soon.
of applause.
Yay! Thanks. All right.
Thank you.
Some updates on some fabrics before I show you this. I got one new bundle here that I wanted to show you. I wanted to tell you that 2 bundles that sold out really fast. Illuminations is back in stock. Do you have Illuminations? I put up that little, so they remind them what Illuminations is. That one is back in stock, and we were just waiting on one bolt forever. And we also have more Abandoned back in stock. Yes, this is the select Abandoned bundle that I put together with kind of the best of from both collections that they are reprinting. So excited about that. We also have some new toweling. So remember when I showed you the toweling that we got in some red and some gray, some basic things. We got some extra special holiday toweling in. So this one is called Retro Holiday. Classic Retro Holiday. This looks like something that was in my grandma's kitchen. I love it. So remember the tutorial I showed you where you can make that towel holder? So this is the length when you order this toweling, you get 3.5 yards. So you'll have these trees going down the length. So pretty. And then also just a very classic Christmassy plaid, green and red and white. So this is brand new, just in stock. So check that out if you're thinking about making some great holiday gifts, or they're great hostess gifts for little raffles, for Secret Santas and gift exchanges. That's perfect for that.
If you can't find FanFest.
Yeah, type FanFest in the search bar on our website if you can't find those events. All right, so let's take a look at my new bundle. This one is called Sweater Weather. Sweater Weather. If you have watched the SNL skit, I really wanted to play it, but just look it up. We would get in trouble. But this is a 10-piece bundle. No, actually, it's an 8-piece bundle. It's a Dear Stella. Had a really similar bundle last year, which sold out really fast. I absolutely love this line. So this is the main print here. This is by Clara Jean. And I love, it's this dark foresty teal green. On the base of it, I love the white poinsettias and the red berries. It's just so festive. So to make this a bundle, this was just a few prints. So I pulled together some basics to make this into a 8-piece bundle. So pulled this moonscape in this perfectly dark teal. And then we have, this one is from the collection. I love this print. Just the houses in the woods with all the different trees. There's a snowman, a little gift, a bear, and a fox. So cute, and I just love the colorway of this. We have another floral that has that same teal in the back, blues, and a little bit of mint green that ties in with some of these florals. And one of my favorite prints, we have snow globes. And I love that they are tossed. Great job on that, to have them tossed, the little snow globes on this light blue background. We have another smaller floral with just that touch of red. And then I added a second moonscape in that icy blue color. So very nice grayish ice blue. And finally, the 8th print is the trees, all the different trees in shades of green and blue. So I just love these. They're so pretty and fun. So my fabric pull really reflected the colors in here, but then gives you an option to throw in some more darks to get a little bit more contrast if you wanted to. I'm going to start here on the light blue end and grays. So we have the mix in the smoke, which is this bluish gray. This was a Color Club color. And then we have Woodland Frost, also a light gray with a bluish hue to it. Love that one. For the light blues, I pulled a Chalk and Charcoal in the Breeze color. Has that icy blue feel. And then just a little bit darker, the Bumbleberries and the Sonora Blue is beautiful with those light blues as well. So for the teals, let's start on the darker end with a Grunge in the Dark Jade. So that's the darkest color that's going to really find those deeper tones. We have that same Moonscape here, and Moonscape in the Spruce. So that's the same print as in the bundle. So you can add more of that or use it as binding. We have another Moonscape in the Lagoon, so a little bit lighter green, so a little bit of that mint green in there. And then I love this print in here. This is the Flights of Fancy in the Celeste color, just that same beautiful light green that just makes this so cool. So I threw in a couple of whites. Grunge Snow White is a perfect white with it because it has that green, mint green in it. If you want it a full-on white, canvas whitewash would be another great option. But a great color to pull out as an accent color, focus print, would of course be that beautiful red. And so I pulled the Seeds and the Watermelon. It's a really nice warm red with a little bit of white in it, so it's not too harsh. If you wanted to do something that needed that focus print, an accent, like a skinny border or something, this would be perfect. And so this is Sweater Weather. And like I said, we had a bundle last year that was very similar. We sold it out fast. But the year before, we had a similar one. It was a little bit more blue and navy. But I wanted to show you the quilt I made that year because this would be perfect for that same quilt. We did a Sammy quilt using a red accent, and that just turned out really cute because of all those prints, and they're so cute together. So Sweater Weather by Dear Stella Fabrics. And so that's available, 8-piece bundle, and you can add to it if you needed more to make a bigger quilt, of course. Now make sure you tune in tomorrow morning. Colleen will be here with a One Yarn Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. This is a 4-show week at GE because then on Perfect Pair on Thursday is Perfect Pair. So that's going to be May 16th at 9:30. Nancy and Kara are going to give you some great ideas, project ideas for Father's Day. Nice. Now I see I forgot to write the new question down, the giveaway question, because this is from last week. So let me just ask you, here's the giveaway question. Since we talked about quilting with rulers, free motion quilting with rulers, I would love to ask you, have you done any ruler work on your domestic machines, and what do you like/dislike about it? Hopefully it's like. It's probably, it needs some practice, but I think it's really intriguing and exciting thing, something I haven't seen before and I would love to try. But that's it for us. Our next show will be, of course, Friday. So fourth show this week will be Friday, May 17th. We will be live here with Happy Friday at 12 noon Central Time. And then our next Tipsy Tuesday will be next week, Tuesday, May 21st at 4 p.m. Central Time. That is going to be our last show out of Studio B for a while.
Wowza.
For a while. So,
Back to Minnesota.
Yes. We're excited. It's about to be lake time. So We are going to enjoy that. Well, that is it for us tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show and got some information. So make sure you sign up for those FanFest events if you're coming. But we will see you later this week. Thanks for watching, everybody.